We were doing some 3x3s, Joseph and I. In those 3x3s, we were taking a look at various media, and we were picking our favorite 9 video games, movies, and I don't know whose idea this was, actually. I don't know who's to blame for this.
I think it was twice. I feel
might have
pretty
been
confident
me, but I'm not
twice.
sure.
We all were like, you know, it'd be great if somebody did a Joe 3x3. And so we got together, we each did a 3x3 of our favorite Joe Schmos.
Yep. Yeah, here's mine.
You got some rare Joes here.
Yeah, I feel like I have a couple rare Joes.
Ace did use AI to get rid of all the Getty Images stock things though, so.
I did. I wasn't going to tell them that twice. Starting in the top left, we have gently caressing Joe hand. This is very important because we all know Joseph regularly has to have hand checks while streaming, have to make sure things are all kosher and TOS approved. This is to represent the softer side of the man. Next, we have the thick thinkin' Joe. We all know that Joseph, every once in a while, has a head empty moment. And that's just something that happens to all of us. This Joseph is to be representative of the fact that we all know there is at least a single brain cell inside his skull. It's a thick one. This is the smart Joe. Now this next one, going down once again, is the sussy tentacle booty Joe. This is one of my favorite Joes, I'm gonna be honest. This is Joe outside of his natural habitat. He's wandered off the reservation. He is in unprotected territory here. I'm slightly concerned because I believe the next moment he's going to be heading towards a hot stove. So it remains to be determined how he will fare in this situation. We have just an exquisite view of the entire backside, including the rear end. This is not the only rear end we have of Joseph because I wanted to make sure we got every angle. Honestly, the only thing that I didn't get a great picture of was the feet, but I tried to cover that in the next one. We need the whole Joe, and this is Angie Lumberjack Jesus Joe. This might be the rarest Joe on here. There's so much happening in the background. Joseph is standing in the Jesus position, very powerful signaling here going on. He's feeling lumberjacky with the whole cutting down the forest behind him. He's Angie that the forest is getting cut down. I felt just absolutely blessed to be able to find this one out in the wild. There's really not much else to say. We also get some foot representation, which I think is very important. We have number 1 bonus Christmas Joe. I don't know about y'all, but I have actually never seen a Joe at Christmas time. He tends to get, a little bit more reclusive during this time of the year. Yeah. This is a hibernation state kind of time. And then you can see, definitely take note of this. There's that gentle caressing hand. He's got his finger up. We all know what's going through his mind in this moment. Bonus Christmas moment of Joe. Pooh finger.
Dude, he got us.
You got me.
Next, we have the heavenly baby Joe. Not often you see Joe with this much light and ambiance. Usually he's hidden inside his cavern of video games. Many video games line his walls. If it's not video games, it's manga. If it's not manga, it's anime. And if it's not anime, then it is hot anime titty ladies. And those titties, they can cast some serious shadows. But here, before Joseph was indoctrinated into all of the waifu, we see this wonderful, beautiful light gracing him. This was not to be for long. If we look at Joe, all we see is darkness. The next is Rainbow Dumpy Joe. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. Rainbow Dumpy. I mean, we're back up in the top row in the middle. This one's a little controversial. It was something that Joe had to go through to see what it was like, to see how things were. It maybe could have been something that he could have done on his own time, but he really wanted to share it with the world. It was the time that Joe tried a self-suck in VR. I think we all remember that. I want to say it was beautiful for the sheer passion. However, I question the motivation behind it. And then our final Joe, our center Joe, is don't ever talk to Joe or his son again.
I didn't notice the one in the corner until just
Joseph's son of Joe. Joe's son. That's my Joe 3x3.
It's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah, this one's mine. We've got a lot of good Joes here.
I'm very happy to see some of the Joes that I'm seeing right now.
This is Chief Creative Officer Joe. Joe at the most recent Anime Con, and he is there with Boxutron. He has been promoted to the chief creative officer. And that's really all you need to know.
That's a big Joe moment. It's a mighty Joe moment.
To the right, that is Tank Top Joe, looking good. It's really just an inspiration to all of us. The confidence to wear the tank top. It's just all the confidence that you ever need. Going along with Tank Top Joe, it's got the muscles. You gotta see it. Like, you just know they're good.
Weren't the muscles so good they ripped through?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So going down, we've got Dripped Up Joe, except he's at least in the pose. Joe has a emote that's like a dripped up Joe emote, but I couldn't find like a good picture of it. And I remembered that he had this one where he was already in the pose. This is a good representation. Yeah, your hella drunk Joe's dripped up. All right, so going down, we've got Keck Joe. But every time I see it, I only think of Joe. It's become a part of Joe for me.
There it is.
There we go.
Oh, we got one in chat. Oh, wow.
Hell
I
yes.
found this one just on Twitter as well, but I don't know the context of this one actually.
I don't either.
I wasn't sure if this was like the first time Joe had worn the maid outfit or
This is an oh no, he's hot.
the heart though. I could not.
Halloween. That's a good cover. That's a good cover, Joe.
Yeah. So the next one is El Rey Leon Joe. Apparently those grippers there are Joe's. We've pieced together the Joe Voltron. We've got his feet now, so now you can Jesus pose all over it. So
Absolutely
it's gonna be-
fantastic feet.
yeah, we've got him. Going up, we've got VTuber Joe. Only knew him for a short period of time. He's the Roxas to Joe Sora.
I think that's the best way you can describe Jackson.
And then right there in the center, we've got the Joe from the most recently uploaded video when I took that screenshot. If I could have a live stream of Joe's face right now with that picture, that would be the Joe. Joe as he is in this very moment is the center Joe.
Oh, that's adorable.
Beautiful.
Holy shit. Here is mine. It maintained the transparency. Mine looks like a Swiss cheese over here. First up, I also selected Jackson. I, in particular, went with the Sweat Frog emote. In the time that I've known him, I feel like this is the emote that best encapsulates his attitude. Next up, I selected, you put the Keck W, and it's funny, I actually selected what is the equivalent of the Keck weight? The sister emote, you know? You're not bursting out laughing, you're taking a moment and you're like, wait. Next up, we have the original, the classic, the Drip Joe. We haven't seen this iteration of Drip Joe in a while. It takes you back to a simpler time in Joe. It's a classic. Next we have I don't know what to call this one exactly, Resident Sleeper?
Sleepy Joe.
Is this Deepy Joe?
Deepy Joe.
We all know Joe works odd hours, you know, compared with the average work schedule. So quite frequently, Joe is sleeping, and I feel like this is pretty representative. This is Joe when he's not on stream.
Joe not on stream. This is the only image that I think of.
I don't even know what to call this one. The shock and disgust Joe. I don't know the context for this picture, actually. Joe has several solid states of being. One of them, I think, is really encapsulated in this image. He's confused, or he's cackling, or he's disgusted. This really represents that, you know, cardinal direction of those four.
I really like how you eloquently put it as the cardinal directions of Joe.
Confused, cackling, sleeping, or disgusted.
Yeah.
CCSD. The next one it's kind of a twofer. I cheated a little on this one. It is both Thick Joe and Joe presenting something. Joe presenting something is one of his natural states of being. This is perhaps the most recent addition to my 3x3. This is Dumpy Joe. 10 seconds of one of Joe's streams was one of the highlights of perhaps the entire year, when Joe, admittedly provoked, but for free, twerked on camera. It was a foundational moment in Joe lore.
Oh, you could write an entire chapter about just that particular event.
Of all the things that I could have picked, I did not pick a maid Joe. I dug a little bit further back and I picked Pink Suit Joe before the maid outfit was introduced and added to the ensemble. Similar to Angelic Baby Joe, I think Pink Suit Joe harkens back to an earlier, purer time. When I was happy. Wow! Wow, Joe. One of the purest forms of Joe. It's Sus Joe. It's Joe drinking a Capri Sun, being sus as fuck. Because, you know, Joe is sus. He is always the imposter. That's my 3x3. Sus Joe reigns supreme.
I think we all had some pretty good Joes.
I love this.
Yeah, it was like living through parts of Joe that I hadn't seen previously before either.
We covered a lot of ground today with these.
Definitely.
Definitely.
You did make Joe cry.
Joe, no, don't cry, baby. Sweet baby Joe.
Yeah.